Greetings and welcome back to Monster Legends. Alright, we're on Monday here, and we got some things to talk about, so let's talk about them. Let's start with what started today, the Synaptikus Challenge. This, of course, is the combination of the gathering of the pieces for him, you know, the 5 of each of the 5 parts, and if you don't have them, let's face it, you didn't try, right? I mean, they're pretty easy to get. I had mine in the first day. All you have to do is watch videos, go through the tokens dungeons. I mean, they're still there right now, right? I mean, if you're missing any of them, it means you're not trying. So, just saying. So this, of course, is the real meat of it. It's a progressive event. You got the first one, if you just had the 5 of each, you get the little avatar. That's what that first one is. From there, you have to get the cells. You really want to get the 50, unless, of course, you know, you can get cells from your team. You know, if you get the first 50 and you get 30 from your teammates, then you can craft them. You really want to get the 50, that's all. So that's what I'm going to be working on. I probably have enough gems to get him. It's going to wipe me out. But, you know, he seems pretty strong. He's got a lot of things going for him. I'll probably go for him. Unless there's like a fly in the ointment or something like that. I don't see there being a problem. So we're going to have this for the next 3.5 days at the time of recording. And, yeah, get used to it because other than this, the maze and what is starting tomorrow, which is a top monsters breeding event, we don't have anything new until Friday. So, yeah, get used to this. And speaking of that maze, of course, yesterday we had the limited path open up here. Okay. You notice I hadn't actually done this in the emulator, but now I have this, and there he is. Rebellious. Did he spawn from rhubarb? Is that what it's all about? Not really sure about that. Anyway, apparently they're doing something different this time. I am assuming, I haven't heard a count, I am assuming I have enough of the maze coins to get him. And, well, why don't we put that to the test here? Because actually I'm going to do that right now. But I've heard something a little bit different. Now, normally, you'd get to the end of the path and the egg would be waiting for you. Apparently they're doing something different this time. Hold on a second, I'll take that, thank you. Okay, that's interesting. I wasn't aware that there would be any cells of that individual waiting there. All right, let's move along here. Very quickly, very quickly. Now, they put a little note out saying that instead of getting an egg, that you would be getting cells. So I was kind of thinking, I was wondering if the cells would be along the way, or would they be at the end you get cells. The only reason I could possibly think for that, since he is Forsaken and you can't own 2 of him, is that was there a problem... Oh, hold on a minute. Was there a problem where people actually got through the maze to the point where they could start crafting him before the limited path was completed? I'm wondering if that's it. So then you would have a situation where you couldn't possibly give somebody a second egg if one is being crafted, or maybe they gemmed it and it was already made. I don't know. Is that what was happening? Because it's the only reason I could think of. Because I don't think anybody would really have wanted the cells instead of the egg. Because it does add in the extra step, you know? Alright, and spinning. How are you doing? Was your weekend good? Apparently not. It's Monday after all. I guess he has an attitude today. Alright, let's grab that. And then we'll grab that. See, that's food. That's a lot more food than he was giving me. Besides, it didn't waste my time, right? You gonna waste my time with food again? Let me guess, it's gonna be gold, right? Okay, no, you gave me a rank 2 rune. That's very nice of you. Maybe he's mellowing out. The coffee is setting in. Okay, give me more cells of her and I'll be happy. I think it's a her. Pretty sure it's a her. Is there any there? No, it isn't. Silverleaf and Fatigued, right? Okay, we're back with the food, are we? Okay, fine. Moving right along. Give me this. And... oh, later. Yeah, this is another thing. I believe this goes until Friday. Oh, that was close. But I'll take the Fatigued cells. Although it's not really very useful to me, the maze coins would have been very, very useful. Okay. Oh, I see there's a fairly... You know what? You're probably going to be wearing that. Yeah, you're probably going to be wearing that. All right, so let's move on. Okay, we got some more maze coins waiting down here, so that's good. That's a decent number. Okay, a little less power, I suppose, would have been good, right? All right, moving right along. 110, that's not bad. All right, I used a lot more, but that's okay. Okay, I'm seeing a shine, so I think we're getting close. Oh, it's you. How very unfortunate for you that your nature. Yeah, how very, very unfortunate. I don't even need to do that to you because this is just going to hurt. Oh, actually, well, you got like fire on you, so you know what? Just bump on the head. You saw him wince at that, didn't you? He's like, ah, no, I cannot be defeated. Yes, you can if you don't have health. Oh, that's a little better. Okay, the last couple of rolls have been really good. Just saying. I really appreciate it. Apparently the coffee is kicking in. Okay, it's actually getting a little bit close, but I mean, I would guess it was usually about, oh, wow, we're doing good here. We're working together here, working together for a common cause. All right, and let's just get this. 7 gems, and finally, now, are they going to give me cells? Yes, they gave me the cells. All right, so I'm going to have to craft him. I'm guessing maybe that was the problem, is that maybe people were charging down the maze however they could, right? And getting the cells and maybe crafting him before the limited path was done, so therefore, they couldn't get a second egg. So it's just simpler to give cells out so that doesn't end up being a problem. And he's done. All right, so I guess I just save my gems then until the 30% discount, and which of course occurs at 1 day and 18 hours left in the event. I haven't looked at what day that's going to be. If I was to guess, it would be 3 days from now, which would be Thursday, noon. I guess it would be like Thursday at noon or something, because I would say that's probably going to end on Saturday. Something like that. Anyway, you know, the one thing we didn't really do is talk about this. Okay, I can't even select him anymore. So why don't we just talk quickly about him? I can't do that, but I do have some panels. The one thing I have to say about the panels, for some reason, his stat sheet was a lower resolution than normal. So the quality is not going to be as good as, say, Zombic was previous and other ones. I don't know why this one was low res, but let's begin. Okay, so this is Rebellious, the guy that I just got, right? All right, the stats at the top, obviously he's got a good life because he's supposed to be a tank. Power, it's okay. Speed, not so great, but then I like slow tanks. You know, I don't know why anybody would put speed on somebody like... that is a Megataunt out of the trait. You know, if you get Dun Ra up to rank 1 or something like that. And it doesn't make any sense because, remember, the initial Megataunt only lasts for 3 rounds. You don't want to rush that. And chances are they're probably possessed or some terrible thing like that too. So you also don't want to rush that. So I like them slow, very slow. In terms of the, we talked about the evolving trait. Basically, Taunt. Rank 0, they get the single target taunt right out of the gate. At rank 1, it's area nature protection. And it doesn't seem to be a status cast, so I'm guessing it's kind of like the War Masters. They just get it, the nature protection, right? And of course, you get the status cast of the Megataunt out of rank 3. By the way, this is a Forsaken, so these rank ups will cost you money unless you can magically get to the bottom and get lots of cells now, right? And then, of course, at rank 5, it becomes an abomination, which means you can't possess it, all kinds of things like that. It doesn't bleed, too. I think that's the other one. All right, it all comes down to the skills, though, right? So let's talk about the skills. The first two, actually, you know, the first tier is kind of throwaway. You're not going to keep any of that. You know, basically 50% chance of poisoning, 50% chance of bleeding, and then a single target negative status effects removal, right? And the only thing to know about the bleeding and the poisoning is that there's 0 cooldown and 0 cost. So, you know, you can just do them anytime you want, but why would you want to, right? Now, the tier 2 has heavy special attack, pardon me, heavy nature attacks that will poison everybody or bleed everybody. And then, of course, they remove negative status effects from the allies. Now, it's funny, of those three, I'm thinking you probably have to take the last one because that's the closest thing, unless you make it to tier 4, that you get for keeping your guy safe. Because he doesn't have anything to boost himself. He doesn't have anything to heal himself. He doesn't have anything to protect himself in the first 3 tiers. So if he gets bad stuff on him, you will probably need that to take it off of him. So otherwise, he's in a lot of trouble, right? There's really not a lot here to keep. I mean, you might want to keep one of those heavy hits, I suppose. You'd have to choose between poison and bleeding, but there's really not a lot here. It's really the next tier where the magic happens. Okay, looking at tier 3, the first skill is kind of interesting. Low nature damage to all enemies, poisons them all, dazes them all. So that's kind of useful there, you know, poisoning and dazing. Then, of course, you have a single target stun, which bleeds everybody. So if you took those first 2, then you get the poisoning and you get the bleeding, right? But you also get, you know, dazing and you get a single target stun, which isn't so bad there. And then, of course, you get what you really need, which is the Mega Taunt. Now, the Mega Taunt puts on a damage mirror. I don't know if it's 100% or 50%. I think that Isol's is a 50%, so I don't really know. I don't have any more details other than what you're seeing here. So, I mean, those 3, I could see if you don't have any tier 4, right, you don't rank them up, I can see keeping those and maybe keeping one of the single target damage ones from before. Oh, no, actually, you know what? I'd keep these 3 and then remove negative status effects from the team. That's what I would do. He would have an issue if he got his cooldowns activated. But, I mean, the thing about it is, let's face it, his job is to taunt. And he is going to be taunting single target in the beginning, so he is at least doing that. If he gets the Mega Taunt on, then you don't really care if his cooldowns get activated. You just want him to get hit, right? It is unfortunate, though, that a Mega Taunt tank that is nature is incapable of healing itself. I find that a little on the strange side, you know? I mean, even if you go down here to the next tier, it doesn't really heal itself. Now, we talked about the tier 4s, but I just wanted to bring into the first one. The first one is actually pretty good, and I would substitute the remove negative status effects for this one, which is Lion's Mane. The blocks all damage except nature element from all allies, and then gives a 30% life shield to all allies. See, that would be very useful for him to keep him alive if there's nobody nature on the other side, right? So that's very kind of useful. I don't know how long that lasts, but that would actually be very useful. Like I said, we kind of talked about the rest of the tier 4s, so there's no reason to go over that again. So this is going to be going on for another 4 days, 12 hours. Hopefully, you got him from the limited time path. Now, you might have noticed there's somebody bobbing up and down on top of the hatchery over there. And you know what? I'm going to have to move her, because otherwise she might be in trouble. The way I'm getting rid of things, yeah, that might end up being a problem. So I am going to put her... No! No, 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 no. Why are you doing that? Wait a minute. Didn't I free a spot up over here? Oh, no. Is it up here? Yeah, there it is. Okay, so let's just put her there. I was able to put her together from donations from my team. All right, now I have 2 here that I have not leveled at all. Her, who is level 1, and I thought I opened up a space down here. I hate when it zooms in like that. It makes it's a real pain. Yeah, I still haven't done Zenfira. Where is she? Right over here. So what I'm thinking I might do in the next video, we might just level them up and look at their skills. Because, like I said, there's not going to be anything new coming up until at least Friday. Except, of course, like I said, there's going to be a Top Monsters breeding event starting tomorrow. Who's going to be in it? I guess we'll find out tomorrow, right? That's the reason I didn't activate my cooldown for this last one. I still have my last attempt sitting there, and I didn't get anything. Actually, I got 2 rares and an epic. That's the epic there, right there. So as soon as I turn on the the breeding temple, it'll immediately take off. So I'm gonna have a free hatchery, so that's what I'm gonna do. I think I should probably start crafting that individual, the tree. You know, that's not actually a bad idea. So why don't we just do that? Go over to nature. Not that one, not that one. That one, yeah. Because, you know, it is a tank, and it is a... it's got some good stuff to it, right? It's Forsaken. I should probably start doing that. So I'm going to start crafting it. All right, and I think that is about it. Unfortunately, we do not have war. We're back, unfortunately, in the legendary area. We won the last one, so unfortunately, we're deeper in there now. This is the next one. This isn't taking place for another 13 hours here. So it's the team I have sitting in there right now. I might decide to change it. I probably won't. The good thing about that setup is I have 2 Megaton tanks available to me in that combination. It's funny because the combination that they chose for that was Dun Ra, Hibernia, and Coro Brutalis. So it was 3 tanks. That was their choice. I'm thinking, I mean, that would be annoying, but I don't think it'd actually kill anybody. Unless, of course, Dun Ra got the curses down. That's kind of ugly. So we don't have that today, so we're going to go right to PvP. And I do have some teams, so let's get going with this. Unfortunately, as you can see, my trophy count has fallen a lot more than I would have liked it to. So we may have some difficulty finding challenging teams. It just kind of happened. Sorry about that. I tried to stay away from uber gigantic teams here, though. So I think we'll probably get some good stuff going here. All right, so let us begin. Our first team today was suggested by Harry O'Donoghue. And Harry wanted to see... He made it very clear who he was talking about, too, when he said... Cloud. He said Cloud, not the name, so that means it's Simba. All right, next we have, over in Darkness, we have Nick. And finally, in Nature, we have Shrek. All right, so we have a very magical team here. So let's see who wants to be the victims here. I mean, there's an epic over there. I guess he's the Denial. But even if he's 110, he's not going to be as fast as Nick, I don't think. Well, of course, I can't freeze him. That's probably the challenging team over there, you know? I'm afraid to hit the button because I might get stuff that's worse. That's what I'm thinking. I want to get as many wins as possible so I can try driving up the trophy count. I actually think... I mean, I do know they got Wasper over here who's going to dodge the next attack. But the problem is... that we're going to get rid of these other guys before it's a problem. And these guys are all 110. I mean, you never know. Maybe the Nautilus has a bunch of 10s on him or something like that. But anyway, I can't freeze him, which means he's going to be immune to what Nick is going to do. So, let's go. I'm thinking that's the best challenge. Oh, he has absolutely no speed on him at all. Why do you have stamina? I mean, your extra turning has to stop. So it doesn't really make any sense to put stamina on it. I don't know. Well, I was kind of hoping he'd be fast, but I mean, it's not really going to matter at this point, right? Oh, you resisted it too. Now you're a problem. Let me think about this. Well, Charge with me obviously is going to go on the fatigue, right? I mean, that's just the way it's going to be. All right, now if I do this, poison and bleeding. Or should I just go, I can't kill. The only one I could kill is the only one I'm not concerned with, which is the Lord Maltus. All right, so we're going to do Infected Breath here. All right, the Baroness is very annoying. Did you just do Unstoppable? Oh, that's right. Unstoppable takes all negative status effects off. Okay. Oh, this is... Ah, wow. Well, that's kind of ugly. My goodness. If only I had some way of... Who should I do? Okay, I guess him. All right. Massive damage. Stun to all. He doesn't have a group attack, which is a darn shame at the moment, because he can literally kill anybody. All right, I noticed that the... who's going next? The Baroness. The Baroness doesn't have any stamina. I got to get rid of you. All right. Okay, you don't have any stamina either. All right, and... I'm wondering if that's what I should do. I mean, I could kill him, but I'm left with the Baroness. It'll be the Baroness against Fatigue. And she's very annoying. But I do have a chance to stun everybody. All right, I'm going to take out the Lord Malthus, and I got a stun down. All right, great. Okay, Artifact Hater. Okay, oh, you activated my cooldowns. Oh, that is very annoying. Oh, I don't get anything back. I get something back next turn. Okay, Rotten Claw. That's the small version of that. But you have no stamina now. Let's face it, you're dead. Should I just bring somebody back to do that? Hey, Nick, come on back. He got to watch. Well, he stays alive now, doesn't he? Because he doesn't have to worry about dying. Okay, so that was amusing. Fatigue is always fun at parties, right? Oh, and yes, I feel... Oh, more of that is great. Thank you very much. And yes, I do feel foolish for ridiculing the rune setup of that team, considering how close I came to losing. All right, I shall try to hold my tongue in the future. No, I won't. Of course I won't. All right, let's go. That was a win, and it was a good win. It was a good fight. All right, so let's move on. Our second team today was suggested by the mystical, immortal, overpowered Shadow Wolf. Okay, and this individual wanted to see the OG team. So we're going with the OG team. And, yeah, I actually did that. Let's see. Talika, you can stay there. Be right back. Right, because the first individual is, of course... You fell all the way down here, huh? Okay, did I miss it? Oh, there you are. I must have run right by her. All right, so we're starting with Tara, of course, and then we're going over to Light. I stopped using this team, of course, when Simon leveled because the combo no longer worked. All right, we're going with Fortune. And finally, I already told you who the last one's going to be. This is going to be Simon. See, the problem is it used to work because Tara would take away the stamina. Then the next one to go would be Fortune, and she would give the big buff, right? And then Simon would just kill everybody. The problem is, once he ranked up, he is now faster. So he's going next. So I'd have to change her runes. I kind of like the runes she's got. I guess I could take the life off or something like that, put a little bit of speed on her. But then again, I've kind of moved on in terms of my team anyway. All right, it looks like all of a sudden we're getting some tougher stuff here now, right? Up the middle would be tricky. I don't know, 115 Sunblast is probably very fast, so let's not do that. And I don't like messing with Xylat, no, especially if I have water. It's not a good thing. Actually, let's do a refresh. All right, let's think. Up the middle, I mean, I guess we have Possession Denial over there. I'm guessing the team over here on the left is kind of the toughest one. As long as they're not too fast, we shouldn't have a problem. Let's just see what happens here. Okay, they each have speed, but they don't have any support speed, and given the 9 on Tara, I don't think there's going to be a problem. Okay, nope, okay. All right, well, let's see how this works out. I don't think any of them have access to a banner, too, so... Uh-oh. Okay, that could have worked out very badly. All right, let's see. Oh, they're going, so why don't we just kind of do that? Yeah, it used to be that she would go first, and he would benefit from the wonderful buff. That's not quite good enough. Hold on a minute here. There you go. Simon says die. All right. And spin. Okay, I'll say that. I'll say nothing about that, considering you just gave me maze coins the last time. Gave me maze coins. Okay, we do seem to get some escalation here, so let's move on to our next team. Our third team today was suggested by Lockie Michel. Hope I said that right. And Lockie wanted to see. All right, we're starting over in Thunder, and this is going to be Zap. Next, we're going over to Metal, and we're going for a hamster. He's a miniaturized gigantic space hamster. And finally, anyone get that reference? Oh. And I switch over to here to grab him, and let me see, who do I put in? You can have Dragar for now. I'll go out and get them later. Let's go back over here, because our final member of the team, surprise, surprise, is Sparta. All right, so let's hopefully Melvin can do some hacking here. Yeah, Myrak, no. Up the middle, there isn't any denial there, so they just kind of die. The Talika is scary, but actually, they're not really a problem over there. I don't really see an issue there. I mean, Talika could be faster. If she's faster, we're in a lot of trouble. Let's just try it. Is she faster than the hamster? I don't even know what to say about that. Except, of course, for the fact that this was the team this individual left as their defense team. Now, it could be that they don't have anything that, they don't have any like commons or uncommons, and they just want to lose. But I'd like to say that an Angenica that's 115 deserves better than that. Really. An Angenica deserves much better than that. All right, let's go. Because I have a feeling this isn't going to be much of a problem. Unless, of course, there's some resists going on here, right? But I don't think so, because Zap's going to go next. All right, Black Hat. Okay, we have resists. This could be a problem. This might end up being a problem. All right, it's ironic that the one I don't want to kill is the one that would be the easiest to kill. And it's just probably going to die from side damage, Okay, that's a problem. We officially have a problem here. Ouch. All right, I need you to do some killing. Start over here. Okay, and let me see. Would the bigger one do better? All right, we'll just do that. Okay, that's a big problem. All right, let's think about this. Double damage and corruption. All right, cooldown. Oh, you just took that right off there, didn't you? All right, well, you're here. Here, stuns. Okay, Melvin the Stunner. He's stunning. Okay, you have caused problems. You die. All right, next up, you die. Maybe next time they'll cooperate a little bit better. All right, and a spin. Boy, I sure would love more maze coins. Oh, that's right, I didn't compliment him. I'll have to do that next time. All right, well, we have one more team left, so let's go. Our fourth and final team for today was suggested by Jack Best. And Jack wanted to see, over in Earth, way down here, this is going to be the lovely Biddy. And next, we're going over to Fire. He should be near the top here. And this is Bram. Finally, we need a leader. Someone to guide us to victory. And who else but Big Al? All right, so Big Al and Biddy will work together to keep things under control. Bram will kill everything. All right, let's see. What do we got? Okay, team on the left. I don't think so. No, I really don't. You know, the funny thing about Kane is Kane doesn't bleed. That kind of would make things a little bit difficult for Bram there. I see this button over here. I'm going to press it. Yeah, not the team on... See, there's a team that obviously wants to lose there on the left. That's fine. That's fine. That's why I have my uncommons. And there's a team on the right that apparently wants to lose too. One more shines. One more. Just one more. The cat in the middle is an anticipation individual, so I don't want to do that. What's on the left is really hard, but there's no denial there, which means a cooldown activation by Big Al would be devastating to them. Mind you, Biddy would be of limited use because there are two of them that she can't possess, and the fatigue is at 35%, so he's tough. This is crazy, but I'm going to do the team on the right. Maybe not so crazy. I thought she was denial. I guess she's a damage dealer. I don't know. I don't have her. I try not to research individuals until I can get them. All right. Well, obviously we're going with an unpaid loan. Okay, she resisted that. All right. So let's see about possession then. Okay, she really didn't want anything to do with that. That is a she, right? I'm pretty sure that's a she. I'm seeing physics working around the chest there. That's why I'm saying she. All right. Yeah, he's on our side, the Oros, but I'm willing to bet that he's just going to do something good for himself. All right, let's think. Enraged mask, increase. Okay, I don't care. All right, because you're the one I want to get rid of first. So just a quick bite. Will that kill you? That'll kill you. So I don't have to worry about messing with you anymore. So why don't we just go over to you. And then we'll do this. And then we'll do this. Okay, the only one who's still against us is... Okay, he just did that, didn't he? He couldn't have hit himself or something, right? All right, let's think. Well, obviously Vendetta... I guess the only real use is it's going to do some damage and give him sunburn, right? Another dot. All right, let me think. Now, you do have the ability to heal yourself. So why don't we do some negating healing on you? All right. And let me think for a minute. Guard hate on us. All right, I'm going to put guard down hater on us. All right, you can't do anything. You can. What do I want to do here? I guess we'll do this one with the blindness. And of course, the removal of positive status effects. I forgot about that one. Okay, and then it ended right here. Avalanche. Okay, and I did a challenge. I don't really care. There's no more rewards for me. Okay, last spin. Boy, that beard of yours looks great. What do you use to keep that? Ooh, yeah. That's it, man. It's all about the carrot, isn't it? It's all about the carrot. All right, and we're done. We're done. All right, we got the Synaptikus challenge going now. If you got the 5 parts, let's face it, you got the 5 of 5. You got them, right? Go through there, try to do it strategically. Make sure you don't go crazy with wasting gems, I suppose. I like to save them up for the last one. I try to reduce them as much as possible along the way. And then the 50, that way you can figure out, okay, do I want to spend everything or am I going to have enough gems to do it, right? And of course, the limited path, it's going to be gone today. It's going to be gone today. And after that, then there's going to be a 30% discount. I think that would be Thursday. I think that's Thursday, noon my time. Remember, it's going to be when there's 1 day and 18 hours left in the event. So whatever time zone you're in, figure it out by that, right? Or you could just say, for me, I'm saying Thursday, noon, and I'm in Eastern Standard Time in the United States. So if you want to figure out what your time zone is, that's the way it would be. And tomorrow, there's going to be a Top Monsters breeding event. All right, what I'm thinking is I might do an episode on Wednesday, even though we're not going to have anything new, and then I may just, level them up. That's all. That one and the Zenfira over there. Because I'm not going to do separate videos anymore because they don't do anything. So I figure I might just do an episode, level them up, and then we'll do PvP. It's an excuse to do some PvP, right? Anyway, I think that's going to be it for now. So thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games because games are fun. See ya.